Hey yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a garage door using hatches in Lumber Tycoon 2. So first of all, you're going to need all of these items which will be on the screen right now, some of which you might have to take a ride on the ferry to get, which is this boat right here. If it isn't there, then you might have to wait anywhere from a minute to 12 minutes. So just do something on your base while you're waiting. Once the ferry does arrive, however, you're just going to want to buy a ticket. Now all you have to do is sit in your truck and wait. The ride will take around 4 minutes from start to finish. Once you have arrived, you're just going to want to follow what I do. And this will end you up at Link's Logic, which is where you're going to get all of the wires and components that you need. And also, thank you to this guy who suggested this video idea. It really does help, and I do appreciate it. Anyways, once you have all of the things you need for this project, it's time to start building. Now, I would assume you already have a place to put your garage, and this place is 9 units high on the inside, so just place in all of the hatches. Unfortunately, you need this one stud gap in between the hatches so your car will fit through without any problems. But anyways, you're going to want to start wiring up the whole thing. For the bottom layer, you're just going to want to place in the wires like this, where you have them next to the hatches but still connecting to the orange buttons. Now you're just going to want to place a button right here so you can wire it up and make sure that all of the hatches open up properly. If they don't, then you can just move the wires around, make sure that everything is connecting. Once you're finished, you can either do the same thing on the top, or if you want a bit of a cleaner look, you can glitch the wires inside the walls, which is what I'm going to do. So you're just going to want to reload like so. And I'm just going to press B so that it will cancel the load. This way I can just load in again, and it will allow me to put my base in the same spot. You need to make sure that you're right next to the garage when you load back in so you have enough time to move the top layer. For this, you're going to want to make sure that your base is still loading in and not fully loaded. So this way you can move the walls and press B to cancel, and you'll see that the walls disappear. Don't worry, however, they will reappear when you next reload, but you're just going to want to remove the top layer, and all you need to do is place your wires in so they connect up to the buttons on the hatches. And now you can just place in a wire to connect the bottom to the top. And now you can just hook a wire up to it to make sure that everything is wired up correctly. And then you can reload so the walls will go back in place. And now for the activation methods. So for the buttons, you're going to want to use some smooth walls to put the buttons on. And then you can place your signal sustain down and then wire the buttons up to the signal sustain. Now you're just going to want to make sure that the signal sustain is adjusted to the highest possible sustain. And then all you have to do from here is wire the signal sustain up to the hatches. The only problem with this is that you may have to get out of your car to activate the garage, but you can move the buttons around and see where you can press it while you're in your car. Now you're going to want to start off with a small floor or anything that's 2 studs high, and then you're just going to want to place them in front and behind the hatches. Then you're just going to want to put the lasers and laser detectors on top of them, like so, and make sure that they're all in line and the laser detectors are giving an output. Now you're going to want to hook them up to the AND gate, and then you're going to want to hook that up to a signal inverter, and then hook that up to a signal sustain. Now all you have to do is hook that up to the hatches, and it is now complete. Alright, so you're just going to want to start off by putting pressure plates on either side of the garage, and then you're going to want to put a signal sustain down. And make sure that your pressure plates are in line to where your tire would go if you're driving up to it. And now all you have to do is wire it up to the signal sustain and wire the signal sustain up to the garage. fourth and final design is the player detector, which is an awesome design that Britt from Brit and Better Vids came up with. And it's basically like a motion detector sensor where it detects movement around it and provides an output based on that. So all you have to do is get near it and it will automatically open the door for you. If you want to build one of these, I'll leave a link in the description to Brit's video where he shows you how to build one and also how it works. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please like it, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video once it's out.